Today we're going to do second grade lesson 7 worksheet. So let's start off with number 1. Which of the following numbers are even? It's asking for even, which means ending in 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Now let's go through these numbers and see if they end in these following numbers. 21 is not one isn't one of these, so it's not even. 4 is even, 7 is not even, 8 is even, 3 is not even, 4 is even, 8 is not, and 9 is not. So out of these numbers, 24, 28, 34, and 38 are even. And that is the same thing as B. So number 1 is B. Number 2, count the blocks below. Complete the equation to show the sum of the two equal numbers. Is it even or odd? So when you add 10 and 10, you get 20. So we can already eliminate B and D because the number isn't correct. Now to tell if it's even or odd, we look at the last digit, which is 0. And 0 is one of the digits that if it ends with that, then it would be even. All right, number 3, find an even number that comes before 32 and after 29. So numbers after 29, 30, 31, but it also has to be before 32. So these two are the only numbers that we can choose from. That means we can eliminate C and D. So we have to find an even number out of these two, and 0 is one of the numbers that would be even. So number 3 is B. Number 4, identify the number of gloves counting by twos. Is it an odd or an even number? So each pair of these counts as 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Now, out of these choices, it says that 12 is even. So we know that 12 is even, but if it didn't say that 12 is even, we would know that it is even because 2 is one of our digits that if it ends with that, then that would have to be even. All right, moving on to find and shade all even numbers. Okay, so let's rewrite all the even digits. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Now let's try to find all of the numbers that ends with one of these. So this one ends with that. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So let's look at the answer choices to see which one correlates to the ones I circled. A and C have 144. Oh, sorry. A, B, and C have 144, but D does not. So we can cross out D. The only difference between A and C is the number 256 and the number 294. Now, we never circled 257, so we can cross out C. And the very first number here, 121, that is not circled, so the answer choice is A. All right, which even number comes next? 12, 14, 16. So we're adding by 2 every time. 12 plus 2 is 14. 14 plus 2 is 16. If you do 16 plus 2, that will get us 18. And that is the same as letter D. Complete the equation to show the sum of the two equal numbers. So we can just count all the hearts, and then that's the number that goes into here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this first number here is 8. And we can tell that these two sets of hearts have the same number of hearts. So that means if this one has 8, then this one also needs to have 8. And that is also T. And we can check our answer by adding 8 plus 8, and it does, in fact, add up to 16. All right, find and shade all odd numbers. So odd numbers are numbers that end in 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9. So if it ends in one of these, we'll circle it. 57, that's one of them. 49, 33, 25, 23, 83. And it seems like those are the only numbers. So let's look at the answer choices. D and C don't have 83 as, sorry, D does, but C doesn't have 83 as one of the choices. So we can cross that out. And looking at the first number here, 38, 38 is even because we didn't circle it. So we can cross that one out. Now looking at B, 83 circled, so that's good. But 44 is not circled, so that means it's even. And the answer is A then. All right, count the objects below. Is the total number of airplanes even or odd? So let's count the numbers in the first row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 here, which means there's also 7 here because it's the same number in both. If you add that up, that would get 14 total airplanes. And we know it's not A or B because that says 16 or 18. So to tell if 14 is odd or even, if it ends in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8, then it would be even. And 4, 4, so it's even. And that's all we're going to do for today.